This is Random Stranger, and I'm playing a really strange one this time out. The title screen says Hellboy, but its proper name in the US is Hellboy Asylum Seeker, or in Europe, I believe it's Hellboy Dogs of War. Either way, it is a very strange game that has a history that's just weird, and it's pretty bad. So, let's get into this.
There are beings older than God called the Nohax Canis, dogs of the night. And in the darkest corner of the universe they wait. Wait until someone on the night of the eclipse opens the gate and unleashes them onto Earth, bringing eternal chaos and turning our world into hell. Twin brothers schooled in magic have discovered a way to cheat death. The younger seeks to protect the world, but the elder has allied himself with the Nohax Canis and seeks to destroy it. Find them before it is too late.
I must tell Mitri. He needs to know.
So the game uses some actual Magnolia artwork for these transitional screens, but this is the only time you'll see anything like this. So, let's start the actual game.
It's been 72 hours since Peter disappeared.
I just hope we can find him in one piece.
Well, are you going to join me?
You go ahead. I'm gonna take a look around here.
Okay, don't be too long.
I won't. And Sarah?
Yeah?
Be careful. Huh? This looks like Peter's lighter.
Alright, so we're introduced to a couple of BPRD agents who I'm sure, since we've never heard of them before from the comics, will live full and satisfying lives. So, if you can't tell from the visuals immediately, this is a PlayStation 1 game. And it was released for the week of the 10th anniversary of Hellboy. Also, just in time to beat the release of the first Hellboy movie. Maybe it was the second in this case. A couple of months ago was the 20th anniversary of Hellboy, so I ordered this then, just out of a sense of perverse curiosity. Now, some of you who can do math might realize that that means that this game was released in 2004. Yeah, a PlayStation game that came out in 2000, a PlayStation 1 game that came out in 2004. It would have been the last non-sports game to be released for the system, except the Cat in the Hat, based on the Forgotten Mike Myers movie, came out exactly 1 week after it. Obviously, since it was released that late, there was some troubled development. The title screen claims that it was developed by Dreamcatcher Interactive, the Max Payne guys, but you can't hold that against them because they were the only surviving developer who worked on the game by the point it was published. Okay, need to make sure I have my controls down before I go a little bit further. Alright. Obviously, this is very heavily based on Resident Evil. That looks so terrible. High quality animations here. I'm just hitting the square button over and over again. I can't make him swing the right hand of doom. And I'm sorry if I'm confusing anybody not familiar with Hellboy here. We'll get into his history probably in a later update once I've talked about the game for a bit. This is really all there is to the combat. Can't pull his gun. I can just stand here and punch the zombies. Fortunately, they're mostly ineffective. How about that? If I hold down the button, he auto punches. So, Hellboy was developed as a PC game initially by the French adventure game company Cryo. They had a relationship with Dark Horse Comics by founding an American game studio also called Cryo. That was initially called Dark Horse Interactive. Dark Horse Interactive worked on 3 games. This was the only one that ever was released. They also did a bit on an Aeon Flux game and another one that would have been awful. Let's check that mausoleum real quick before I go past it. That is such a terrible animation. So the PC game was released in 2000. So the French company got their game out then, but the US company continued to work on the port for years. Now, both of those companies, called Cryo, wound up shutting down in the early 2000s. Cryo, the French company, they were best known for making high-end, I can't really call them high-end, but really graphically detailed adventure games that, while they looked pretty, played like garbage. Their best game was probably Commander Blood, this space exploration thing where you had to go around the universe and try to communicate with aliens by using a graphical signboard.
I see you found Peter. That's a lot of blood.
Too much blood. What could have happened to him?
I'm not sure I want to know. This door looks like it's been opened recently.
They do show about as much concern for a dead colleague as most BPRD agents do. In case you can't tell, that is not Ron Perlman doing the voice of Hellboy, which is a huge shock for everyone, I'm sure. Alright, this is going to be our first save point. Assuming I can interact with it. Alright, sorry for the music jump there. I don't think you wanted to see the really slow PlayStation saving. Yeah, with my action so limited... Boy, this just looks terrific, doesn't it? Am I connecting? I think I am because it rears back when I do that. And it seems... Well, that answers that.
I guess so.
Lovely voice acting in this game. The game takes place in Prague in 1960, if you really need to know where it fit into Hellboy's timeline. Random monster attacks out of nowhere. That's all in a day's work for Hellboy.
What happened in there?
Giant bird women. I hate them.
What? Let's try this door first before I go into the obvious location. Alright. It actually makes you use the key. Yeah.
Sarah, the door locked behind me. I'll slide you the key.
Hold on a second.
Sarah, do you hear something? Sarah! Sarah! Sarah, I'm coming to get you.
Was that Hellboy's head clipping through his own horns?
Way out of here. And fast.
Well, obvious solution here. Okay. I think that's the staircase I just came up. Am I walking into a corner here? I really am having trouble telling. It must be. Oh, this is miserably dark. Okay. Is that the steps I came down? Those are the steps I came down. Yeah, normally, for something like this, I prefer to record these kinds of, this stuff. Oh, hey! Where'd that come from? Normally I like to record my commentary after the fact, just to prevent issues like that. But Hellboy is going to be a bad game. And with a really bad story, and I think it's going to work out a little bit better if I can react to the stupidity in real time. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. What's even the point of doing that? Okay. Anybody see a good place to set a torch down? I guess I just... Yeah, because I've got it in my inventory now. I just took that rock. So... platform over there. Pillars. That changed when I put rocks on them. And it looks like plenty of rocks in the area. So let's go pick up some more rocks. I feel like that should be something. Okay. So let's get a step back here and maybe I can kind of try to work out this puzzle. Alright, the one on the far right's the tallest, I think. Always hard to tell with this kind of stuff. So let's put the big... Is that what I was supposed to do? Okay, so that puts it almost on the same level as this one. I think. That was the small rock. I think. I can't tell for sure. This looks really awful. They could at least put in some kind of contextual marker here. No. Yes? Holy cow, that looks terrible. That doesn't look like it's complete. I'm just going to trust that it's incompetence rather than... Yeah, only a leap from the lion's head here. That is pretty bad. Okay, I still have the lighter at least. And I've got a rock now. Ooh, an evil pit. Nothing bad has ever come out of an evil pit in a Hellboy comic. Okay, that looks like it's pointing there. Guess not. Let's try the other side real quick. That stuttering audio is a result of it playing, of how it's playing off the PlayStation 1 disc, not the capture. Okay, so we've got some things on the side of the door here. I guess they hold torches. They're sconces. Or torch holders, if you don't want to use the big term. I passed the torch in the hall. Let's go back. Who designed that? Well... It's weird. I'm trying to tell if the torch stops animating when I run, but I guess it does. I guess it keeps running. Okay. I've got 2 torches in. And it gave a magic click. The sound in video games that indicates that you should just go. Come on. Move, move, move. So we've got obvious door and a secret door. Come on. Well, yes, it is bizarre, but not in the way that I think they mean. Okay, let's play with the cross. I bet we play with this cross. Okay, I actually wasn't expecting much there. On the one hand, I feel like I should be checking this out more closely and finding what it's supposed to be. On the other, this game is pretty bad. It could be a situation where I am supposed to go on. Let's go up and see what happens.
Going up.
I end up in episode 2. That's what happens.